Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about what we are going to do, and as we want to say is that we are going to do this as a time being for a few minutes. Okay, there is a time and place that there is actually earth signs, fire signs, and air signs today. Welcoming to the table that you will see later on in this video. The point being, I'm just talking, and then you will see me doing the cards. Just bear with me for a minute or two. Anyway, the point being is that we are going to be talking about some history about the messenger of the gods and the king of gods as well. When you look at the Greek mythology and when you're watching a movie called Hercules from, let's say, the Disney cartoons, or the actual, not a cartoon, but a different Hercules movie with just the real movie without the cartoons in it. That's kind of like what Greek mythology is, and Zeus is actually the king of gods. That's actually a hint because I just told you that right now. But the thing is that we are going to be talking. I'm going to reveal these cards to you as these playing cards that's going to tell the whole entire story, as you can see. So, in further ado, if you have any questions, any comments, please feel free to just do it in the live chat and say hi, Spiritualox, or whatever you need to do. So, and you can subscribe to my channel, and if you want to, you can do that as well. Just give me a second. So today we are going to do some positives, okay, and that's what we're going to do. So, you know, in Greek mythology is history, okay, history. And when we look at history, it's basically back in the day when we weren't all born back then. And they created this planet before we even were on it. Okay, that's actually true history right there. The point being is that I will, like, if you were asking me, come on with the video, come on, and show me the cards and show me what you're going to talk about. The thing is, I will do that at some point. The thing is that when you want to just understand how I'm talking and mentioning this, you can obviously understand that, okay? That's why this is like almost like the history of the world, and basically it is. But anyway, I'm just doing this so all my viewers can understand and say, "Oh my God, this is awesome," or "Wow, I never knew this." Way back before we were even born back then. Okay. So anyway, the world, you know, is created by, you know, by God. But when we have these Greek mythology gods, it's basically different. Okay, there is a time and place that we can just say, oh, we can do this, oh, we can do that, oh, we can do that. Okay, and that's what it is. It's a silver lining. Okay, what I mean is that the silver lining is imposing that we can do this together. Okay, and this is what it is. Okay, that's why I'm starting this a little this video a little bit late, because I would be starting it just after 2, what I just said. But the thing is that that's why I'm doing it now. So if you have any questions and any comments, please, like I say, just put them in the live chat. Say hello, whatever you want. Let me just maybe just say, here, typed in hi. So basically, basically you can understand that too. So if you have any questions, or if you want to just chit chat with me through the video, you can as well. I might just stop my wording, not stop the video, because that'd be really bad. Uh, but but let's get started with the video, and then oh, we're actually on the video. Ha ha ha! Very funny, spirited animals. But anyway, yeah. I'm going to read you some kind of script that I have here on my paper here, and then let's go through the read. So, further ado, you like my hair, give this video a like, or you maybe like my tooth, maybe if you want. It's your decision, not mine. But yeah, let's get started with the video. Okay, here we go. All right, so we have the Ten of Spades, King of Spades, King of Diamonds, and the Two of Clubs. So basically in that mind is that while you haven't seen it, let me just move it over again. Basically, what it means is that we are going to be talking about the fade outs game if everyone would be playing it. And I actually also created it too. And what I did was, when I created the game, I basically played. And they can be addictive. But the thing is that when you're playing cards against an empty chair, it's funny. A chair doesn't play cards. Let me just get this straight. The chair doesn't play cards. But you don't know if you're playing with a spirit at some kind. You don't know. So this is how it's going to be. I'm going to start with the 10 of spades, king of spades, king of diamonds, and then we're going to look at the 2 of clubs, and then let's go on with that. I just did a little bit of a script between earth, fire, and air. This is how it is, and hopefully you will enjoy, and hopefully I get more viewers on this channel as well. So just to let you know that we're going to start, okay? I'm just going to revealing it out to you. So here we go. The first one is the 10 of spades. The 10 of spades is the only thing you wish is to be left alone. To be left alone. Which means that when you're doing this game as basically not a living, but as a little hobby, it will make you to be more mathematicians. I don't know if that's a word, but it would be good. Okay, and it's not only that. When you are actually born in Gemini, Gemini is the ruler planet. The ruler of the planet is Mercury, and Mercury is the messenger of the gods. Okay, welcome back with that. So in that case, that the messenger of the gods is basically, they're going to tell you something. Okay, we don't see them because they already aren't here. But the thing is that they can actually maybe hear us. We don't know that particular for sure. But the thing is that that's not only that. Okay, of the 10 of spades. Okay. So anyway, the point being is that that's what the 10 of spades is. The Mercury is the planet, and it's the messenger of the gods. Second is the King of Diamonds, or the King of, well, let's say the King of Spades first. The King of Spades is, you have the strength to resist him, and you are Libra. The real planet is Libra, is Venus. The Roman goddess, Aeneas. Prosperity, victory, love, sex, whatever it is. Okay, I'm not going to go into detail. But the thing is, Anita's the prosperity and victory. Okay, that's where you have the King of Spades. If you have strength, if you have the strength to resist him, then you are. Okay, so this is how it's going to be. Number 3 of the King of Diamonds is basically the Virgo, and the ruler planet is the messenger of the gods. Same thing as the Ten of Spades. The Ten of Spades and the King of Diamonds are the messenger of the gods. Okay, basically that would be it. So in that case, in that criteria, is that the King of Diamonds is a soldier. Now, a soldier is way back, maybe in World War II. Let's say that as a result. And you know how the World War II would be based on, 1930 to 1940, around there. So, in that case, that we have the messenger of the gods, right? And we have a soldier. Now, we don't know who this soldier is, but we know that he's based on World War II. And so this is like actually history of if he was playing the Fade Outs game way long ago. Number 4 about them is who was playing the FTO game question. The 2 of clubs. The 2 of clubs is based on faithfulness, and it's Sagittarius. Whoever's born in Sagittarius, ruler planet is Jupiter. The king of the gods is Zeus. Not bad, eh? Not bad. So, this is how it is. So you have the messenger of the gods. You have the Roman goddess of Aeneas, the prosperity victory. And you have Virgo as the messenger of the gods as well. And you have soldier at the same time. So this is how we're going to spread it out. That's what I did. So here we go with this small scripture. All right, here we go. Once upon a time, there was a soldier. Yeah. And he never played a game called FTO. So he was thrilled that Aeneas, the Roman goddess, would equip prosperity and have victory. That in that day on, the king of the gods, that is actually the two of clubs, had victory over the faithfulness of the incredible spirited Alex. When he played against the empty chair, the end, earth, fire, and air. So if you maybe just in your own entire life, and if you play the game and it's an FTO game, you know, and if you're feeling bored or if you have nothing to do, this game would be involved you. It does, okay? Because that's why this is like a history of the gods, okay? It's the history of me, where I'm not a soldier. I'm just a natural guy here. But the thing is that when I begin to shuffle the playing cards or look at different cards that I'm actually interpreting it or immediately understanding it, it's like I'm learning something, like a skill. Okay, when you have a skill, you're doing it as a creative thing. Okay, God created us differently, like Jesus Christ, right? He created us differently, right? When we look at when we look at soldiers, and when we look at way back in the day when we weren't even born back then, we have World War I, World War II. We go from 1900 all the way to now. right? And that's back then of history. History is evolving different ways. We see them on TV. We read about it in a history book. Like when you go back to high school, you go to the social studies. When you learn in social studies in your own, let's say, your own high school, social studies is like history. That's what it is. And when I began to understand of how it is, I just like to read the cards and what they would be saying. If you didn't know what the King of Spades is, or the Ten of Spades, or the King of Diamonds, or the Two of Clubs, you don't even know about that, right? You think, oh, it's the Two of Clubs. Oh, okay, there's nothing wrong with it. The Two of Clubs is actually something, okay? It's like Sagittarius. If you're born in Sagittarius, you're actually in December. If you're born in Gemini, that's a different category, okay? But we have to understand that when we weren't born on this planet, okay, we have to understand of where we are going in life, right? And that's what it is. So when I look at different options, different opportunities, different things, I put them into I pretend like a jar. When I put things in a jar, I just leave them there, right? But when I make a story like this, it doesn't involve a jar. It doesn't, right? So when I look at the King of Spades, Ten of Spades, the King of Diamonds, and the Two of Clubs, that's like almost like me using, I don't know, the tarot, for example. Okay, but you know what? I'm not doing it as lots of times. I don't do it. I just only do it so my viewers can understand it, so they can learn, because I'm teaching you a lesson. Okay, I'm like a teacher, but I'm not, right? And I'm over 400 viewers, and that's great. I'm so happy about that. But when you decide following spirituality, you know how it is. Okay, I'm actually kind of like teaching you the positive things and not the negative things. When we look at it, that other video about Gemini and Aries, and they weren't communicating very well. That's why my intuition and my wisdom is saying, what, just shield yourself, right? Which means that you can have to think about positive, not the negative. It will drag you down completely. Okay. And that's what we have to do. When you decide of having a method in your own life, it doesn't mean that you are thinking straight, which means that if you're asking me a question, what do you think of, what is thinking straight? What I mean is that if you are involving of looking at it into a different way, like negatives, it will drag you down, right? When I'm imposing this as a result of what the cards mean, like the this, 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 and this as this, you know how that goes, right? Because when I look at this is my interpretation of basically almost like the zodiac signs, only in different cards as the playing cards. Okay, these playing cards, when I actually learned it on YouTube, the playing cards were exactly um, in the 15th century. That's long ago. That's way long ago, before we weren't even born in this planet. Okay, and they were actually from, let's say, China. Okay, playing cards represent that, right? That's why this story involves of this. Okay, of of this reading material that I'm actually. That's what it is, because usually you have to understand, how do you process, how do you make things right and doing it wrong, right? That's why I learn more about myself. That's why I do these videos just for my viewers. This day would ask me, saying, when is the next video of Spirited Alice? You're waiting so long. When are you gonna do that? You know, I would do that. I would. But, there are times that, when I think about doing the live videos, I always like to do them. When I don't do the live videos, I would even think that, oh, when you will do it again? When we are doing it? When? You know, and you just have to wait and wait and wait and wait. And when you're so waiting, you don't know when the next live video until you miss it. You think, oh my gosh, I didn't know. Or I was watching something on TV and I didn't know that he was doing a live video. You know, it's like a word could say to you. It's like, dang it, I did something, I forgot. You know, it's one of those words. Okay, it's because when you learn about history, way back in the day, when you weren't even born back then, that's what it is. Okay, because throughout history, it's like, God of Jesus Christ built this planet. He was, he's the creator of this planet, right? But when you have the messenger of the gods and the king of the gods and all that, you have Zeus, you have, different criteria, right? Just different motives, different motivations, different things, right? And this is what throughout history is. Because when I play like the Fade Outs game, when you see it on YouTube and you see it, what is that? What is that? What is that? The Fade Outs game is like Texas Hold'em, right? Everyone knows about Texas Hold'em. Everyone knows. But Fade Outs game, in my interpretation, is actually different. It actually is. Because you get 4 cards, you work your way up until you get like maybe 13 cards. And you make flushes, full houses, royal flushes, quads. That's like a 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind, a full house, you know, straight flush, all those things. But, it's all part of math. It's all part of math. And when you decide of playing, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. You would know that, right? But anyway, about my story here, that's what it is, okay? Because when you decide of playing, then you're only playing against the empty chairs or whatever. You think, oh, the empty chairs does not play cards. It plays, you know, they don't play cards with you. But the thing is, when you think about that, it's like you are actually playing by yourself, because you're actually almost like beating yourself up in a way. But it's all on the cards. You win some, you lose some, right? But that's how it is. But anyway, before I left to all go on this channel, The thing is that I just did a lesson to be learned. Okay, this was a lesson where if you have playing cards with you, a deck of cards, you would play it, and when you play it, you will have something to do rather than having nothing to do. Okay, nothing to do. Because when you think about, oh, clean my house, oh, I'm doing this, oh, I'm doing that, oh, I'm doing this, when the time goes, blah, 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 you know, don't look at that way, right? When you're playing cards, it's like you think, okay, this is on like Donkey Kong, you know, but you know, it doesn't resist that. It's that's the motivation of when you think, say, okay, I'm going to take you down. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It's your competition. You know, that's why I play cards, not as a living, but as some kind of hobby. You know, everyone has hobbies. Like cooking is your hobby. Your gardening is your hobby. Your fishing is your hobby. Your hunting is your hobby. Your sewing is your hobby. There's different kinds of hobbies that you can do. You know, for me in general, I do stories as my hobby, um, actual stories. But that's why I want to be a author someday. I could be a comedian because, well, you see the zodiac signs and I make you laugh, right? And then basically, what else? What else I would know? And then be an actor, like being in some kind of movie. I really don't know, but those are my theories. Those are my would be maybe my hobbies, maybe my career. I don't really know. But the thing is like you have to understand that you can do better, right? If you do better, you can do it, right? You can do it. You can do it. You can do it if you put your mind to it, right? And there's an old saying: if there's a will, there is a way, right? We find that way to understand, right? When we have the will, we don't have the way yet. We don't, right? But we have to understand that we can do it together, right? That's why when I do live videos, I just do them, okay? Like I do. And that's why this is like almost like not like a lack of motivation, but as a result, it could be that, right? That's why we have to look at things differently, and that's what I do, right? Everything has a silver lining, but for me, when I do this reading, it's based on almost actually real events, almost, but you don't see them, right? And when you don't see, gods or goddesses or anything like that, or ancestors or anything, they're all passed away, right? They are not here anymore. But in history, way back, way back, way back, way back, way back, maybe 5,000, 10,000, 11,000 years ago, maybe, they were probably here on this planet. They probably were. They probably built on it, right? Even looking at I don't know, the dinosaurs. Way, 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 way back. Wait, but all it is, just remember how it is, right? Because when I do this storyline, it's basically thinking, wow, like he played against a spirit that is invisible. That's like an empty chair for you. That's what it is, right? And like you say, empty chairs don't play cards with you. but you are actually playing cards, but you're actually beating yourself up in some way, in some way of criteria. But it is good. So, like I say, if you have any questions, any comments, please let them down. And if you want to give this video a like, go ahead, give it a like, and yeah, and hopefully you can follow me, you can subscribe to my channel, you can do a notification, you can do whatever you want to do, because you don't know when I will be doing another live video or not, or whatever. It all depends how it would be. But just remember, there's a lesson to be known, because I actually learned something for you. It's a new skill. So remember, everything has a silver lining. Okay, and when you look at the playing cards, it's all different. Okay, that's what it is. So welcome, thank you, and have a good day to you all. And this is actually I think this is Thursday. So have a good Thursday, enjoy, and who knows, maybe sometime on the weekend, like maybe Friday, tomorrow, or maybe, I don't know, maybe Saturday, I really don't know. But just depends on maybe, I don't know, maybe another live video, if you can stay tuned with that. So just remember that if you have it on your phone, or if you have it on your computer or anything, you can just, do like your own schedule, saying, okay, Spirit Alex is going to be live on Saturday, for example, and it will be. Or maybe it could be on Sunday. So you really don't know what my schedule will be. Just remember that. But just remember, stay tuned, because there might be more videos. You don't really know, but you don't know. So it all depends of how I'm going to make a video or not, or what have you. Okay, and that's what it is. So it goes to show you that I made a good story here, and hopefully you will love it, and hopefully I get more viewers to look at this video and how it is. And basically, I know that you might be seeing my face first on the video, but in theory, I think this will be a history of the world that I'm going to put on. So that will be it. So thank you for watching. Have a good day to you all, and thank you for enjoying this lovely video. And by the way, just remember, give this video a like. Thank you very much. Have a good day to you all. And yes, enjoy. Thanks. Bye.